Welcome back students to our online platform, that is our school's YouTube channel. So again we are ready with today's video. This video is for class 7th and the chapter is chapter number 3, and this video is for class maths, and this chapter is chapter number 3 and the name of the chapter is data handling. So we have discussed some of the questions. Today we will discuss how to draw the graph for a given information. So question number 3. In all these questions you are supposed to draw the graph. Question number 3 is there, in which number of children in 6 different classes are given in the table. We have to represent the data on the bar graph. So for that we require the graph notebook, and in that graph notebook you are supposed to leave 1 or 2 columns from this side and 1 or 2 columns from the bottom side. Then you are supposed to draw 2 axes, that is the y axis and the x axis. On the y axis we are supposed to take the number of the students. On this side we will take number of students. Here we will take the class. First thing is Z. Second thing, the information is given: class 5th number of students 135, class 6 120, class 7 95, class 8 100, class 9th 90, class 10th 80. So number of students is too much, so according to the number of students we are supposed to select the scale. So it is given the part 1, how would you choose a scale. Scale in the graph notebook you will find that this types of one box is there. I will draw the box. Like this. If you observe that one box in which you will find 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 box on the horizontal side, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 on the vertical side. So we will take one unit is equals to one big unit is equals to 10 students. So like this we are supposed to select the scale, and here we are supposed to select the scale, and we are supposed to mention here one big unit is equals to 10 students. So like this, these units you will have this side in all over the graph paper, you will find this kind of units. So afterwards you are supposed to mark 10 after each unit. So here 10, then 20, 30, 40, 50, then 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 150. Like this you can mark. So first one is class 5th and the number of students is 135. So that is 100, 10, 20, 30, 35, means here in between 30 and 35 there will be 30, and 40 there will be 35. So here like this you will draw the polygon, and this will be class 5th. The next is class 6. For class 6 the number of students is 120, so you will leave some space, this much space. First box you will leave, then 5th class, then one more box you will leave, then 6th class 120, 10, 20. So like this, that will be class 6. Then 7th 95, that is in between 90 and 100, that will be class 7th. then class 8th 100, exactly 100, so it will be more than that. Then for 9th 90, and 10th that is 80, 50, 60, 70, 80. So that will be like this in 10th. So from the vertical axis you are supposed to find out the number of the students, and the lines are there. There is no need of estimation. Exact lines are there. You can mark there and you can draw these polygons and your graph will be ready. The main thing is that scale. First of all, you are supposed to select the scale, suitable scale. If we are taking one big square is equals to 1 student, then there are not 135 squares in your graph notebook. So that's why we have selected 10, one big unit is equals to 10 students. Like this we are supposed to select the scale. Afterwards we are supposed to draw the graph. I hope that you have understood. Now you can draw the graph for question number 4 as well as question number 5 or 6, whatsoever the questions are there. If you are facing any kind of problem, then you can inform us. We will try to rectify the problems. At the same time, we will discuss the last exercise, that is 3.4, and that is the new concept for you, that is the probability. What is probability? Now exercise 3.4. Exercise 3.4 will be like this. 3.4. The word is probability. Probability, we can say the possibility of occurring an event or possibility of not occurring an event. ये क्या हो सकता है और नहीं हो सकता है, that is the probability. So we are supposed to discuss some of the questions here. Tell whether the following is certain to happen. Now probability can be we can classify in 3 times. The first is the certain to happen, second can happen, and third one impossible. So if the probability is the value of the probability lies between 0 to 1, it cannot be negative, it cannot be more than 1, it will be from 0 to 1. 0 is the lowest value and the 1 is the highest value. If the value of the probability is 0, means it is impossible event. If the probability of any event is 1, means it is sure event, it is certain to happen. And if the probability is between 0 to 1, that is 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 up to 0.99, so there is means it can happen. So the main thing is that the probability the value of the probability lies between 0 and 1. It cannot be negative and it cannot be more than 1. So like this we are supposed to, 0 means if the probability is 0, means it is impossible event, and if the probability is 1, means it is sure event, and if the probability is in between, means it can happen. So we are supposed to select from the given statement, you are older today than yesterday. Everyone is older today than yesterday, that is the sure event, that is means probability will be 1, that is certain to happen. Second, a toss coin will land heads up, that is not sure, means if any coin is there, we are supposed to toss, either head can come or tail can come. If we say that head will come, that can happen but not the sure event, so it can happen. Second one, in the second one we will write can happen but not certain. Third one, a die when tossed shall land up with 8 on top. Dice, one dice is there, we are supposed to play the Ludo. One dice is there, one cube on in which the 6 faces are there and numbers are marked 1 to 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6. In that dice, 8 is not there, so 8, the probability of coming 8 is 0, impossible event, that is impossible. The next traffic light seen will be green. If we are moving in a means city, the light signals are there, so next one will be the green. It can happen, but not certain, not impossible. So it can happen, but not certain. Tomorrow will be a cloudy day. It can happen, but not certain. No one can tell before that tomorrow there will be clouds or tomorrow there will be rain. It can happen, but not certain. Now the second question, there are 6 marbles in a box with numbers from 1 to 6 marked on each of them. What is the probability of drawing a marble with number 2? 6 marbles are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the numbers are written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So probability for the probability, that is number of possible outcomes upon total number of outcomes. Number of possible or number of favorable outcomes, you can write number of favorable. Number of favorable outcomes. So here 6 marbles are there, we are supposed to choose at randomly. So probability of getting 2. How many marbles are there of 2? That is only 1. So favorable outcome out of 6 is 1. Why it is 1? Because we have to choose only 2. So favorable outcome is 1 and total number of outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. मीन्स 1 भी आ सकता है, 2 भी आ सकता है, 3 भी आ सकता है, 4 भी आ सकता है, 5 भी आ सकता है और 6 भी आ सकता है. मीन्स it is total number of outcomes is 1, that is 6. So the probability of getting 2 will be 1 upon 6, that is less than 1. So it can happen, but not certain. Then what is the probability of drawing a marble with number 5? For number 5 also the favorable outcome will be 1 only, 1 upon 6. A coin is flipped to decide which team starts the game. What is the probability of getting, what is the probability that your team will start? So tossing a coin means 2 outcomes are there, either head is there or tail is there. So probability of getting head, how many favorable outcomes are there? Head, how many heads are there? 1. Total is 2. Probability of getting tail, how many outcomes are there? Favorable, 1. Total 2. 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2 means 50% chances there. So what we have to give the answer here, what is the probability that your team will start? That is 1 upon 2. So like this we are supposed to proceed this chapter. You are supposed to purchase the graph notebook. On graph notebook you are supposed to solve the questions of this exercise, and if you face any kind of problem then you can inform us or you can call us. We will try to rectify your doubt so that you can easily proceed the exercise given in your textbook. Thank you very much.